Has anyone asked why this crime is not being charged as a hate crime?
Where still breathe.
They're on their way.
But you're
nobody's trying to hurt you. We just want to make sure the house nothing happens to it. And
No, we had just.
yeah. Are you comfortable, young lady?
Looking at this crib.
Okay, as long as you can breathe and you're comfortable, we're good.
Obviously, after that first clip, you know why. The woman who tried to burn down the birth home of Martin Luther King Jr. was just charged with attempted arson, and she was sent to a hospital for evaluation for a mental health condition, which, quite frankly, I believe she has a mental health condition. But if it wasn't for the people who were there in Atlanta on vacation, touring the area, the house would have been burned to the ground. But again, if that woman was of a different color, it would immediately have been broadcast nationwide by liberal news media outlets as a hate crime, and of course, as a crime based on racism. Guaranteed 100%. But because it was a black woman, all she's being charged with is attempted arson. And the liberal news media outlets aren't saying much. Oh, well, she got a mental condition, so, she was stopped before any fire was lit, so everything's okay. This is nonsense, but this is the United States of America today.
Luther King Jr. doused in gasoline in an arson attempt. Tonight, one person is behind bars. What we know about them and the home damaged tonight. That is where we begin on News Edge at 11. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Haynes. Atlanta police say that a woman is in custody after trying to burn Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home to the ground. A good Samaritan stopped the woman just before the disaster struck. Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo live for us at the scene tonight. Rob, what more do we know?
Tom, such a bizarre situation playing out here earlier this evening. The good news is, though, this could have ended so much worse. But thanks to those quick thinking actions from those good Samaritans, everything is okay here. You can see things have quieted down from even within the last hour. Earlier today, APD, along with federal agents and national park agents, were out here earlier. Right now, there are just so many questions that still remain. We have some incredible video of this incident, though. I want you to take a look at this. Witnesses say that is the suspect in the act holding that red canister. The 26-year-old woman has been arrested, accused of attempting to vandalize Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home here in Atlanta. This home here along Auburn Avenue has been undergoing renovations, so has been closed to the public for the last couple weeks. Witnesses told police the woman came up to the home carrying a gas can before 6 p.m. They say that she then proceeded to douse the plants and porch with what they say smelled like gasoline. The bystanders, who included 2 off-duty NYPD officers, jumped into action and pinned her down until APD showed. Later, they told cops they intervened when they saw her try to light a lighter.
Had a big 5-gallon gas can in her hand and was going like this over the bushes. So I figured she was, related to maintenance for the building or something, was just trying to water the bushes. But it wasn't coming out, and she seemed a little irritated and a little on edge.
If the witnesses hadn't been here and interrupted what she was doing, it could have been a matter of seconds before the house was engulfed in flames. It was really about the timing and the witnesses being in the right place at the right time.
She finished dumping the gas and dropped it into the bushes. At that point, I called 911 on my phone and stopped recording.
So in that clip, you saw dousing the home with gasoline, okay? Couldn't get it out of the can fast enough, shaking it. And when she attempted to ignite it, people got involved, grabbed her, took her to the ground. And there was also 2 off-duty NYPD officers that got involved, called 911 and waited for the police to arrive. And the woman in question is Lanisha Chantrice Henderson, 26 years old. I'm assuming she's from the area. I don't know, but that is really not what this is about. What this is about is the mainstream liberal media not talking about this the way they should be. Even if she is a black woman, it should be charged as a hate crime. The Martin Luther King Jr. birth home is a national museum, okay? The United States Parks Department oversees it and maintains it. And this woman, for whatever reason, tried to burn it down. but she's being charged with attempted arson, and let's send her for an evaluation. How about this? Let's charge her with a hate crime, even if she's a black woman, because a white person or an Asian person or a Hispanic person would have been immediately charged with a hate crime, because after all, it's MLK Jr.'s birth home. So I don't care that the woman is black, or I don't care if she has a mental condition. What I do care about is she's not being charged appropriately. Apparently, she has a problem with the home. Does she have a problem with MLK Jr.? Don't know, and we'll never know. But she'll be evaluated by some doctor in some hospital, and all of a sudden they'll come up with, yes, she suffers from bipolar, she's depressed, she has anxiety. She didn't know what else to do, and she decided, let me go burn down MLK Jr.'s birth home to get attention. The way they charge with crimes, the way they prosecute people today is a disgrace. It does not matter if the person is of the same race of the person that was born in the home or lived in the home. It should have been charged as a hate crime. And I'm not going to beat this like a dead horse, but this begs for attention. Okay? The liberal news media outlets would have made this headline news days upon days if the person who was caught doing that was a Caucasian woman or man. Because after all the mainstream liberal media outlets, along with their buddy in the White House, say we're all white supremacists. So absolutely, again, 100% guaranteed it would have been charged as a hate crime if it was a white person or a person of any other ethnicity. The prosecutors in this country, the weak on crime prosecutors, all need to be removed because they are not doing their job. And I know no fire was started, but the gasoline was poured, and it'll have to be fixed because now it's going to soak into the wood. I understand that. But not charging this appropriately is wrong, because you all know, and everyone who was there knows, and everyone in the United States knows, if that person, I can't say it enough, was of a different skin color, especially a white man or woman, it would automatically be a hate crime, because they were a white supremacist, they didn't like black people, so they were going to burn down MLK Jr.'s birth home. But it's never going to happen because the administration that we have in Washington is a joke. They don't care about crime. They're weak on crime, and every Democrat in every liberal city, they're all weak on crime. America needs to change, and they need to enforce laws and charge people appropriately. Okay, because if they don't, this is going to continue to happen, and people are going to get a little mental evaluation, and then they're going to go free. And what's going to happen? They're going to do it again. Okay, maybe this is the first time she's done something like this. Maybe it's not. But once they let Miss Chantrice, whatever her name is, Henderson, walk out the door, she's going to do something again. That's just my guess. Okay? Enough is enough with the weak on crime prosecutors and the weak on crime DAs in liberal cities. Let the police charge appropriately. Try these people the way they should be tried. And if they get convicted, you know where they belong. They belong in prison with the rest of the criminals. But Miss Henderson, one more time, will probably skate free because after all, she's depressed and she's bipolar and she has anxiety. All of that nonsense will most likely come out because that's what we see today. We have to cater to these people who all of a sudden have some mental illness, and that's making them commit crimes. No, they're committing crimes because they're criminals. End of story. Bottom line. Enough is enough with this crap. And that's it. If you haven't liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, share this video with someone. I'd appreciate that. Hope everybody's healthy and safe. Have a great day.